Hello everybody, my name is Render Technician, and in this episode we're going to be doing a playthrough of the hard-boiled mode for One Night at Flumpty's 2. This is basically a follow-on from the video I uploaded beforehand. As you can see, we're off to a great start. We've already been jumped by Flumpty. Obviously for this episode I've got some sort of loose script because I tried freelancing last time and it didn't really work out in that regard. I mean, a friend of mine who runs a channel under the name of Rational Sloth does that quite often. I think in his Five Nights at Freddy's episode he was talking about how much fat was in a biscuit. So I mean, when you're doing like I think there was a glitch there. The owl didn't really have its full animation. Anyways, like I was saying, people don't seem to really give much credit to people and don't seem to appreciate how hard it is to freelance commentate on a video like this. I mean, reaction videos, I'll agree, are pretty easy to do because it's just you going, "Ooh, it's an animatronic. Ooh, he jumped at me. Ooh, I've been jump scared." But yeah, when you're doing the commentary afterwards, I mean, right now I'm watching this video in front of me, and of course there's the ice source. We need to start worrying about him. This is my fourth attempt at the hard-boiled mode. First time I was jump scared by Grunkfus. I think number 2 and 3 I was jump scared by the eyesore, and then on the fourth attempt, this is my fifth attempt. The fourth attempt, I knew I wasn't going to make it, so I just let the owl get to me. And obviously, I think you can already tell by this, from what you've seen with this playthrough, and probably other playthroughs that you've seen, this with the hard-boiled mode, it is a lot harder in comparison to the vanilla game. Especially in terms of the Redman is a lot more frequent. Grunkfus counter goes down. I don't think it's either the fact of it counts up to not as much or it counts down lower. I mean, I know that Jonachrome said that the counter goes down 30 points, or whatever you want to call it, per second. The value of the counter goes down 30 per second because the frame rate of the game runs at 30 frames per second. Funny enough, I don't know what frame rate the game runs at. I mean, not frame rate, resolution. I assume the game, it either runs at 1280 by 720, which is the resolution of the first Five Nights at Freddy's, or 1024 by 768, which of course is the resolution of the second and the third game. And I don't know if it's going to do it again, but one thing, when you concentrate, because obviously you really have to concentrate when you're doing hard-boiled mode, is if you concentrate on Piglet, you'll see that he, every now and again, just turns and looks at the player, and then when you pull the camera up and pull it down, he'll end up looking in a static pose. So if you look at him now, look right there, that's what I mean. So if we turn the light on, wait for Blam and Flumpty to go, no, he's still looking at you. I think that's like a sort of a similar trigger, like in the first Five Nights at Freddy's, when you pull down the camera, when you look at the West Hall corner, I think it was, there's a very random, very, very low chance that you'll see Golden Freddy, of course. You can probably tell by the frequency that the probability of people looking at the player is a lot higher than Golden Freddy appearing. And yeah, I think I've basically said everything I need to say in the first 4 minutes of the gameplay, so now I have next to nothing to talk about. It's 3 AM, so we're getting there, we're halfway there. I mean, credit where credit's due. When people like Markiplier or Yamamash, I don't even know if Yamamash played for 420 mode in the first game. it's very hard to do a commentary whilst you're playing the game. I mean, it's a lot easier to do it whilst you're looking at the game, but when you're actually trying to play it, you're trying to concentrate and do a commentary and trying to make sure that no one jump scares you. I'll tell you what I do find quite impressive about this game, actually. I don't know if, I think Jonachrome even said that a game took 27 days to do, or that may have been the first game. Or one of the two games was developed in just 27 days, which is, in my opinion anyways, is quite impressive, because a game I made, which not too many people have played, is Five Nights at Cartman's 3. That was developed in a month, and this is much better quality. And as you can see here, everyone's reset, so what I did here was, when most of the people have reset, like the owl's coming through a red vent at the moment, so there's no need to worry about him too much. But when all the players, the enemies are sort of backed off, you can just let the power charge, because when on the hard-boiled mode, as you can probably see, I very rarely have the charge above 50% because when I've not had the camera up, I've had the lights off, because I've needed to make sure that the enemies can't see me. I mean, like in this part here, I wasn't paying as much attention as I should, because when you're just doing this over and over and over again, your concentration does unfortunately wear. Which again, like I said in the previous video, with Blam and Flumpty, if you don't pay that much attention, it's not the end of the world. But if a Redman or the Grunkfuss get you, or the Eyesore, then it does cause some problems. Just wait for 6 seconds now. Like you see here, when Grunkfuss and the Eyesore go, that means they're going to reset, so you can just concentrate on Blam and Flumpty. I mean, that was a bit of a mistake right there. Okay, that means Blam's going to reset anytime soon, so it's just Flumpty that we have to worry about, and it's not even that, because of the fact he's in Cam 2, and because of the fact of our exposure meter is so low, it isn't really anything we need to worry very much about. Although, from the looks of it, I'm saying the wrong names in this episode. I don't know why. Flumpty seems to be able to teleport, whereas Blam seems to be on rails, if that makes sense. So Blam will go from Cam 6 to Cam 3 to Cam 7. Cam 6, to Cam 3 to Cam 7, and then come to your office. And then he'll come to your door. And that's the hard-boiled mode. Like I said, that was pretty much my fifth attempt at doing this. What I might also do, which I'm not too sure many people have done, is I'll actually make sure I annotate the newspaper. I mean, after playing this game, I am really interested in the how Jonachrome does the third game, and I'm very interested to see what he does. I mean, like he said, there's certain things you can do with five nights that you simply can't do with one night, like build tension and all that. But obviously, the opposite can be true in some circumstances. And that's everything. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you in the next episode.